Hi y'all. Today I'm going to talk about Gründl Flipsy. It's a very interesting kind of yarn. It's 100 grams, 50 meters. So big, chunky. It came in I found it in a pack. I can't remember where I bought it. But it just in one of the big box stores, kind of like, I don't know if it was in the aisles in Kaufland or Aldi or something like that. Anyway, it recommends a 7 to an 8 needle, and we're gonna try that out. Seems like that should be about right. The only thing is these little pieces. We'll see how well those go through the stitches using that size needle. It says you can, it says you can wash on cold, no dryer. I'm going to put that to the test too. You know, like I do, when you've got kids, things got to go in there. Unless they're special. We know that. I always make that caveat. And so it's recommending it for like cleaning stuff, like a cleaning mitt even to make. I think I'll just work up a square and see what that looks like and how easy it is to work with. I am going to use this in my larger project where I'm taking interesting, different novelty kind of yarns and making a square just of a very basic stitch in the same measurement, so going by rows and not sort of traditional granny, and then putting them all together in a blanket. But I haven't gone by color or anything, so we're gonna see if this thing is a disaster or a work of art. Let me work Flipsy up and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I've worked up 2 squares. They were both about 12 centimeters each when I finished them. And then I put them in the washer and one in the dryer so that we could see the difference. Where I have the ruler here, this is the one that went in the dryer, and you can see there was no shrinkage. Very easy. I just threw him in the wash and the dry. He's nice and fluffy still. And you get that fluff on both sides. Yeah. And here, this guy has been out of the washer and lying flat to dry, as the instructions on it actually say. And he's still a little damp. But, yeah. Unpleasantly damp. That's how wet and sort of absorbent he was. And so if you do follow the directions, you're going to have to let them sit for a long time. And I just don't have that kind of space in my house. Maybe you do. But he's also not as fluffy. I don't know if you're seeing the difference. Like you can see this is sort of fluffier and keeps more of the chenille texture. Over here, without going in the dryer, he's a little, sorry, my dogs, hang on. Sorry about that, the puppies were fighting over a toy and you could probably not even hear me. Anyway, I personally will go washer dryer. I actually like it more after it's been through the washer and the dryer. It's softer. And what I actually found is this is a very good sturdy yarn. I would probably use it for some Amigurumi. It would make, a nice fur if you were making something like a llama or a sheep. If you had it in blue, it would make a great cookie monster. Whichever sort of project you were doing there. It hardly shed. It was very strong. And, Yeah, the problem that you would have is stitch definition, and you would have to sort of do it by feel. Here I wasn't careful. I was only doing single crochets, and I was sort of doing it by feel and doing it by count. So I knew how many stitches I had in a row, and I just made sure that many stitches went in the next row, because really you can't see anyway. So I gave myself the freedom to do that. The long tails are so that I could tell which was which, because I didn't know how different they would be, though it was quite clear, and it is still quite clear to me which one is which. So that's the washer dryer test. Now, I will tell you that what I do is just what I do. It's not what they recommend. So take my thoughts on washing drying with a grain of salt, and you make your own decisions and make your own tests. Okay, so my conclusions about Gründl Flipsy is good. Overall, really good. Use a big enough hook size, and it's very, oh, it's still so soft. Very usable, washer dryer friendly. I have no complaints. I have no complaints about this yarn. None. So I'm giving Gründl Flipsy two thumbs up. And I totally recommend. I mean, it depends on your project. I don't know if you want a sweater made out of them, because the fluffies go on both sides and you might be tickling yourself all day, but it would be fun. Especially like this color can make a really cute kids cardigan. I don't know. I think the possibilities with Flipsy are endless, and I enjoyed working with them.